Breaking overnight, your top stories in our Sunrise Smart Start. A 32-year-old man is in the hospital after he was shot multiple times near Bay Street and Portland Avenue.
Police tell us this all happened around 11:30 last night. That man expected to survive, and it's still an active under investigation. No arrests here yet made.
Also breaking in another shooting, a 32-year-old man wounded there, shot at MLK Park. Police learned of the shooting just before 2 this morning when they didn't find the victim there, actually at the corner of Cameron Street and Myrtle Hill Park. No one is in custody. A very emotional day in court as jurors in the Kelvin Vickers trial watched video of the moments leading up to the fatal shooting of Officer Anthony Mazurkowicz last year.
Yeah, home security camera video captured that day showed several suspected drug houses on Laser Street and activity throughout the day. Now, muffled noises that sounded like gunfire could be heard, followed by police cruisers going down Laser Street on July 21st of 2022. The prosecutors say that the video shows Vickers leaving a home with a gun around 9 that night, and then just 15 minutes later, security video further shows a gray van, which was an undercover police vehicle at that time. Moments later, and a dozen shots could be heard.
I'm a little shaken up right now, if you can't tell. I mean, it was hard to watch, but again, the video spoke for itself. And at the end of the video, you could hear the gunshots hitting the van.
The people have to prove that our client knew that these were police officers. And again, part of the issue that's going to come up, as you're seeing right now, is this constant fighting back and forth between these gangs and groups, an ongoing feud, basically. And the fact that there were shots fired on that street the day before between these groups clearly shows that there's an ongoing dispute between two different gangs in that area.
The prosecution will continue its case and witness list at this courtroom this morning at 9:30 a.m. Of course, News 8 will be there. Now, one of the suspects accused in a sex trafficking case has taken a guilty plea of charges of kidnapping and assault. 27-year-old Shantiana Sims took that plea yesterday, and Sims and Cordell Brooks had both initially entered not guilty pleas. This security camera video is from July 5th, which captured a struggle with the victim taken from the Henrietta Microtel. Both were charged with sex trafficking and promoting prostitution. Their trial will now be set for January.
A state Supreme Court justice has officially tossed the murder conviction against James Krausneck, the man accused of killing his wife with an axe in 1982. That decision given Monday. The Krausneck family will get $25,000 returned in bail money as part of the order. Krausneck was sent to prison for the murder, but he died in May during the appeal process. That led to his conviction being thrown out, common practice under state law with precedent. Krausneck maintained his innocence throughout the decades. His legal team and family, after his death, wanted the appeal to continue. That request initially denied by a regional appellate court. A higher court could still grant the request for a new appeal.
All right, time to take a check of your sunrise traffic this morning. We have one accident to report here at 5 Mile Line Road at Route 104, not causing too much of a slowdown at this time. Otherwise, clear and well to go, so be careful out there, everyone.
No winners for the $1.2 billion Powerball jackpot last night, but a $1 million prize for one ticket sold in Queens. The winning numbers there, 9, 35, 54, 63, 64, and the Powerball of 1. The jackpot rolls over again, now at $1.4 billion. The cash value, nearly $650 million. Chances of winning, about 1 in 290 million. And we will see what happens when the next drawing is held Saturday night.
Yeah, you know, somebody could get lucky. I think you'll get pretty lucky if you go searching for a Halloween costume at the Goodwill in Victor.
Yes, you can do that. $2 will go a long way there. Hayden Wentworth is at the store near the mall. You've been changing out costumes one after another. What do you got now, Hayden?
So this is all for our producer in the back, Zach. I'm SpongeBob. Look at that, Zach.
You did it.
I did it.
Look at that.
We found a SpongeBob costume. But we are actually here with Kristen Broomfield, who is the manager here at the Eastview Goodwill, and we're just wrapping up our coverage all morning. In discovering all of these costumes, it's not just on these shelves, there's way more in the back. So tell me about all the donations you've already received and how people can still donate.
Absolutely. We literally have thousands of costumes. We're hanging them all day, every day. There's stuff that's coming out on the floor, and while we're doing that, people are still donating. And if you have costumes that are from past years or that you've been holding on to, feel free to donate them. The good news is that we'll give them, or someone will give them, a whole new life, and they'll be able to enjoy many Halloweens to come.
Of course, and you were also talking a little bit about your new product program. Not all of these costumes are donated, so tell me about that program.
Yeah, we have a new goods program, and those are items that are not donated. They're brand new. They're usually a fantastic price. We're able to buy some bulk things. A lot of our accessories this year, we just have a ton of accessories. So if you can find clothing in our store to put together a costume, you can accessorize it here too with our new goods program. We have plenty of stuff.
Absolutely, and I've seen all of that stuff, and some of the donated stuff is still in new packaging. It's never been opened, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing the donations that we get. So some of the costumes have been worn maybe once, maybe not at all. Definitely fresh in the package.
Definitely, and I know that my brother will appreciate this costume right here. And of course, don't forget the candy. They have backpacks now. I'm not sure if y'all know that. I may be a little young to some, but I did use a pillowcase when I was trick-or-treating. So not sure what y'all used, but it's back to y'all for now.
Well, there you go. Well, you know, speaking of throwbacks, Hayden, we've got a couple of yours here that we'd love to show everybody. You know, you were talking earlier in the show dressing up as Jelly Bellies. I think we also have you here on the right side. What do we think here? Grandmother, perhaps?
Going for the grandmother there.
Yeah, Hayden, were you trying to be your grandmother or just a grandmother? What do you think here? This is adorable.
I'm actually, you know what? That whole costume was from Goodwill. It was my mother and my aunt. All of the genius creative minds that they had, they thought of that costume. And then the bag of jelly beans, that was a very last minute costume. My mom put me in a trash bag. And when I was trick-or-treating, my jelly beans were falling out behind me. So,
all right. Well, there you go. You know what? And we
Clever
find you at a
costumes.
Goodwill. It's all full circle. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, now SpongeBob to wrap things up. Earlier on, Liam said might go as Larry the Cable Guy. Had him out there.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I think that's a pretty funny costume, personally.
And you could just put the pieces together from the racks across Goodwill. How you doing?
Yeah, I got a couple flannel shirts that are lying around that don't fit me anymore anyways. Let's take a quick check of your forecast here. We got rain into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think maybe Saturday morning, maybe that opportunity to go get a pumpkin, but otherwise, it's definitely a wet and windy weekend for a lot of us.
Big changes. All right, thank you for watching Sunrise. We'll see you back here in 30.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.